no other major trades to discuss that I think I want to talk about. The one thing I know, Tommy, I get on these teams, and we've done this before with the Heat. We've done it now with the Grizzlies. I'm doing it now with the Suns. But I got to say, small thing, but getting Torrey Craig back is a great deal. Getting him back is a great deal. That is an area of need. I know they have Mikal and Jay and Cam Johnson, but you can't have enough big wing defenders in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he was really good for him last year. He was really good for him. He worked that into a nice 2-year deal from the Pacers, and he's back. Getting JaVale McGee for cheap in free agency, and then having Bismack Biyombo turn into the version of Bismack Biyombo that we all thought maybe he could be when he was drafted in the lottery. They could afford to get off Jalen Smith. They have 3 centers in case they face a Giannis or in case they face a Joel Embiid in the finals, a Jokic in the Western Conference playoffs. Like, they have everything they need, and this is like the cherry on top, getting Torrey Craig. It's a good deal for them.
Are you surprised the Lakers didn't do anything?
No. I mean, no. I'm not surprised the Lakers didn't do anything. I'm more surprised the Lakers didn't do anything stupid.
I mean, there wasn't too much they could do to beat.
There
wasn't too much that they could do. I think that it is. I mean, I know Knicks fans feel the same way. They're in a little bit of a different situation, but it's so dark there right now, and it's players feel it, the management feels it, the fans feel it. It's so dark there, and so you think, even if it's a small thing, just like, I just don't see how you just go through the next 3 months status quo and think that one day you're going to, something is going to change. There's enough of a sample size at this point to know what you know. And obviously, hopefully AD stays healthy and everything, but everyone's playing now. There's not a question of oh, when so-and-so gets back. I mean, I guess Kendrick Nunn is the only one, but when so-and-so gets back, things are going to change. No, they're here. This is what you got.
That's the team. They got to figure out if they can make it work. It hasn't worked so far. We've got a decent size of a sample here.
Yep.
I'm not bullish on them turning things around, and that's including with LeBron again having a great season.
Unbelievable season.
I want to say one thing real quick. Did you watch the All-Star selections?
Yes, it was hilarious.
So good.
Just great TV.
It was great TV. The TNT crew was great, and Kevin not picking James and picking Rudy Gobert. I mean, I fucking love the NBA.
Guys,
I fucking love the NBA.
March 10th is going to be a movie.
Yeah.
I just hope I hope everybody plays. I hope that there's no injuries, there's no rest day, there's no anything. It's we need everybody. We need everyone on the court for that game, because the fans in Philly are definitely going to be circling that one. And I think that it's just, doesn't it feel a little bit like this gets back to some of the old NBA where these teams don't like each other? These teams are not go for across the board now after this trade, and they had to work together to make this trade happen. Like we talked about before, it's a positive for both teams basketball wise, but there's definitely a lot of sour energy on both sides of how everything.
Don't forget what has happened in 2 of the prior games this season with KD and Joel going back at it at the end of the game and them trolling each other.
Yeah.
That game's going to be lit, and I'm that we get a playoff series, Nets Sixers playoff series. I need it in my life. Inject it into my veins.